what we have here is a 4.5 week aged prime rib, boneless, that we're getting ready to prepare and cut into steaks. And first thing is we take the bag off. There you go. And as you see, it's turned dark and rather stiff, which is called the bark at this point, and that will be trimmed off. Now, most of the time they show you trimming the entire beef packet, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to trim it in a different manner. I want to find a specific knife that I have for cutting, and should be right in here. There it is. And what we'll do is we'll trim the edge first. And then we'll go to roughly about 1.5 to 2 inch thick steak. I need something to get started with here. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Set this to the side. You can see how aged and dark that is, and it is full of flavor. We'll take some of this fat off here. As you can see, it wants to free itself. I personally think this is an easier way to trim these things instead of lengthways like that. I believe you have a much better success, and I don't think you waste any of the beef. One of the things I thought interesting in this initial setup when I first vacuum bagged it, I was all prepared to take this out and put it in the refrigerator that we have in the garage. And as I was reading the directions, they say don't put it in a garage type refrigerator, because those refrigerators are usually in areas of high heat and moisture, and they can't function as well as a refrigerator that's in a house that's, you know, air conditioned and so forth. So I had to occupy the refrigerator. Okay, so we have a little bit of trimming here.
What's it smell like?
Oh, it smells very good. Excellent. And see, you're not taking hardly any of the real beef off by doing it this way. It might be a little slower. But there you go. And as you can see, the cuts along there will be grand. All right, that's there you go. There's the bark. And now, of course, the marbling and everything in this is very good. We'll have to trim just a little bit off of here. There you go. And this is the end result right there. Some of these will be prepared for tomorrow. The rest will be vacuum bagged in airtight bags. And then we'll go from there. The end. Okay, this is take 57. Make sure I don't cut my fingers off. Okay, we're going to do some vacuum bagging. As if you haven't seen this before. First thing we got to do is seal the end of the bag, because this is a continuous roll. And then we'll cut to the length that we want. We'll go down here just outside the vacuum chamber. We'll push it down. We'll just hit seal. Okay. And you can see there's a line across there, basically where the bag has melted together. And then what I'll do is I'll measure these out to the right length, and I'll put 2 of these at a time into there and vacuum bag it. And you've already seen the vacuum bagging early. So, okay, what we're doing now after we've trimmed up this aged beef, gotten all the bark off of it, we're going to take this that we have. Obviously it's too much just to sit down and eat it in one setting. So this is going to be put into a vacuum bagger. And I've already vacuum bagged 2 of these that I've pre-seasoned right here. These we'll have tomorrow, these 2. And they're just under about 2 inches thick. The rest I'll bag up, and as wrong as it sounds, they'll be frozen. But when you bag them up and they've been aged, and you let them thaw, they're fine. So here's the process, which I'm sure you've seen before in other videos. Set it, hit vacuum seal. And you can see it draws the air out of the bag. And in a minute you'll see it start to seal the bag. And then that's done. And you can see that there's a perfect seal across it. No air is pulled out of it. It's all vacuum tight.